رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي Rabbi zidni ilman.
What did you do?
Ajmain, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase in all of us knowledge. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Sa'altu mudarrisa, I can see the fatah. Kultu li mudarrisi, I can see kasra. So this is majroor, mansub, marfu. But when the dual comes, now we have to check it and understand how does the ending of the dual is coming along. So hadani riyalani, riyalani. So it is ani, but we will say riyalani. We will say this is a dual, and it is marfu bil alif. Just remember marfu bil alif. And then uridu riyalaini. See, lani, laini, laini. So it is mansub bil ya, mansub bil ya. Ishtaraytuhu, I bought it, bi riyalaini, again, majroor bil ya. So in duals, it's marfu bil alif, mansub bil ya, and again majroor bil ya. Again, we have some more examples. Qara'tu, I read. What did you read? We need maf'ulun bihi. Kitabaini. See, kitabaini is mansub. What is the sign of its mansub? Ya. Rajatu ba'da yawmaini, I returned after 2 days. Rajatu ba'da is a zarf, yawmaini mudaf ilayhi, it's majroor bil ya. Ja'a mudarrisani, 2 teachers came. Ja'a mudarrisani. So mudarrisani is marfu because it is the file. And then we have the ani, okay, alif, ani. And then we have not, which should match with mudarrisani, jadida, jadidani. So this is also marfu. I wrote here marfu. Samiyatu, I heard this news from 2 radio stations. Iza ataini, so men came. Iza ataini became majroor. What is the sign of its majroor? Ya. This is what, inshallah, you will keep it in mind. Now we go to the main lesson. I got a lot of things written everywhere. I'll go one by one. Unlike English, in English, there is no dual form. It is singular and plural. That's all. But Arabic is very precise. If it says 2, it means 2 and not 3. 2, 1 singular, then dual, and then plural. 1, and then 2, and then more than 2, which is 3, and then 3 can go to hundreds and thousands. Unlike English, Arabic has 3 numbers. Arabic has 3 numbers. Remember, 3 numbers. Arabic has 3 numbers. Singular, plural, and dual. That's the way Dr. Abdurrahim wrote it. Singular, plural, dual. Dual refers to two, and more than two is plural. Remember, dual refers to two, only two, precisely two. And more than two is plural, which is called musanna, dual. Now, my brothers and sisters, if you get a time, you can check the lesson number 18 in book 1. Just quickly revise it and review it, because I'm telling you things now, my brothers and sisters, which are from, I'm going to analyze it. I think you are ready for analysis. Simple way. We are ready for analysis. So I will read it and you pay attention. Inshallah, you will understand it beautifully. Kam suratan hafizta ya Bashir? How many surahs did you memorize, O Bashir? Hafiztu suratan wahidatan. I memorized one surah. Suratan wahidatan is the naat for this. Kam suratan hafizta ya Umar? Ana hafiztu suratayn. See, ana hafiz, tu, fi'l, fa'il, and then how many? Suratayn, two surahs. So what is suratayn? Maf'ulun bihi mansubun bil ya. Why? You have to mention after that, to specify it furthermore. لِأَنَّهُ musanna, because it is musanna, dual. That is why it is mansub bil ya. Ya abati, oh my father, dear father. This is a very endearing way of addressing Abu, father. Ya abati, oh my dear father. Ja'a, fine. Al-yawma, today. This is the fi'l, madi, mabniun ala fatah. Al-yawma is a zarf. Mudarisani, this is our file. Has to be marfu. Is it marfu? Yes, it is marfu. What is the sign of its marfu? Alif. Not the noon. Don't worry about noon. Just remember alif. Jadidan, it's a naat. Again, it's marfu and it is alif. Ahduhuma, one of them, li fiqhi, wal akharu, and the other one, lil hadith. So I have written here, mudarisani, fa'ilun, marfuun, bi alif, li'annahu musanna. Li'annahu musanna. Alhamdulillah. Now Bashir says, Ya abati, oh my dear father, qaratu al-yawma kalimataini jadidataini fi hazal kitabi. So I read today 2 new words in this book. Kalimataini jadidataini. Qaratu needs mafulun bihi. I read. Kalimataini, what is the analysis of kalimataini? I hope everybody will pay attention to it and check it properly. Kalimataini jadidataini. Kalimataini is mafulun bihi mansubun bil ya. Li'annahu, because it is musanna. Jadidataini is a naat. It should match same way. It's mansub wa alamatu nasbihi ya. Fine. Alabu. Mahuma, what are they? So in English we'll say, what are they? Okay. Mahuma, what are they? Or in Arabic you will say, what are the 2 of them? 2 of them. Huma, they are. Mushtu, this is the comb. And mikhaddatun, this is the pillow. Arafta ma'nahuma? Did you know the meaning of these two? Naam. Sa'altu al-mudarrisa. See here. Sa'altu al-mudarrisa. Fasharaha li ma'nahuma. So he explained me the meaning of it. Ana, Abu says, Ana al-ana adhabu ila suq. Turiduna shayyan. Turiduna shayyan is mafulun bihi. Do you need anything? Shayyan means anything, you know. Umar says, Uridu daftaran. Okay, see, Uridu is a verb that will need mafulun bihi. I want. Uridu. I want. Uridu daftaran. What is daftaran? 2 notebooks. I want 2 notebooks. So is daftaran. Yes, Uridu daftaran. I need 2 notebooks. No, I need notebook. I should. Sorry about that. I need notebook. I need a notebook. 1 notebook. Uridu daftaran. I need a notebook. A notebook. Fine. He said, I need 1 notebook. 1 notebook. Uridu daftaran. Muawiyah says, in the daftarani, I have 2 notebooks. In the, this is your khabar. Daftarani is mubtada. Mubtada. This is in the, and then ya, which is zarf, and mudaf ilayhi, shibu jumla, is a khabar. Muqaddam, it came before. Daftarani is muakhar. This is khabar. Khabar is always marfu. Is it marfu? Yes. What is the sign of its marfu? Alif. Inshallah, you got it. Wa uridu, and I need. So now uridu has come. We need mafulun bihi. Uridu daftaraini. Akharaini. See how beautiful the dialogues Dr. Abdurrahim is constructing. Very beautiful. I admire it, my brother. Inshallah, it will make easy for you to understand. Simple thing, simple, very simple way. In the daftarani, I have 2 notebooks, but I need 2 other notebooks. Uridu daftaraini akharaini. This is the nat. Also, mansub bil ya. Daftaraini is mansub bil ya. Fine. Bashir says, in the milafani sagirani. In the same way, this is your khabar. I'm not going in detail. Milafani is your mubtada. Huh? Milafani. What is milafani? File folders. I have 2 small file folders. Sagirani. See now, where does it say 2? Where does it say 2? So the word milafani means 2. How do we can judge that? Because it's musanna and it is marfu bil alif. That is the sign of marfu in musanna. Sagirani, this is the nat. Same way. Milafani, sagirani. Wa uridu, and I need milafaini, I need 2 files. Kabiraini. Big one. So here's milafaini is we need mafulun bihi. So this is mansub, mafulun bihi. And what is the sign of its mafulun bihi? Ya. Okay, why? Li'annahu musanna. I did not write it, but it means I have written it before. لأنه مفعول به بالياء لأنه مثنى. Same thing applies here. كبيرتين كبيرين كبيرين ملفين كبيرين. So this is again not same way, it's mansub and mansub bil ya. The father says, من أين لك هذا القلم الجميل? From where you have this beautiful pen? من أين لك هذا القلم? From where you have this pen, beautiful pen, قلم الجميل. ذو لونين. Whenever zoo comes, my brothers and sisters, it will have a mudaf ilayhi. So this is your mudaf ilayhi. Zu lawnaini. It has two colors. So zu lawnaini. Now here, let me go a little bit deeper here. Hazal kalamu. Hazal kalamu. What is kalamu here? Haza has come, and this is with alif lam. Kalamu, this is badal for haza. We have done it. Please remember, al-jamilu, this is the naat for kalamu. Zu, this is another naat for kalamu. Zu is another naat for kalamu. And then this is your mudaf ilayhi, lawnaini. Lawnun is a color. Lawnaini, lawnani, lawnaini. This is your mudaf ilayhi. Majroor. Wa alamatu jarrihi al-ya. Why? Li'annahu muthanna. That's the way we do it, inshallah. Bashir says, Ishtaraytuhu. Now, I am always, thinking about how to explain you all these new verbs. They are big words. They are not three-letter verbs. But I will try a little bit today to explain you. Ishtaraytuhu. I bought it. I bought it. It goes to the pen. I bought it. Become ishtaraytahu. For how much did you buy it? Ishtarayta. Ta is you. Who is the pen? Answer is ishtaraytuhu. I bought it. Ishtaraytu is the fi'l and tu is the file. And this is mafulun bihi, the pen. Bi riyalaini. Bi harf jar, riyalaini. Ishtaraytu always will be bi riyal, bi something. Riyalaini. Riyalaini majrurun bil ba. It became majrur because of the ba. Wa alamatu jarrihi al-ya'u. See? Why? لأنه مثنى. لأنه مثنى. That's it. That's the end of the lesson. So it's a short lesson. I will do a little bit here, and then I will go to some other subject. Answer the following questions. Answer the following questions. Now, please, dear brothers and sisters, please write as much as you can. I'm not forcing you. I'm not in the class to tell you that I'll check your homework tomorrow. You do it on your own. The more you will write, the stronger you will become. This is the only prescription to become stronger, to write again. Now, you can copy it, I don't mind, from the same book you have at the end, Hallo Tamarin. But when you copy it, put a proper vowel signs, because that will tells you that you understand the value of each word in the sentence that you have wrote. Is it marfu, it is mansub, it is majroor, etc., etc. Kam suratan Hafiza Bashir. I have written here. You can say Hafiza Bashirun Suratan Wahidatan. One surah he wrote. Hafiza Bashirun Suratan Wahidatan. Then we have here come Suratan Hafiza Umru. Hafiza Surataini. He memorized. Hafiza means he memorized. How many things he memorized? Surataini. 2 surahs. It's mansub. Mansub bil ya. Liannahu musamma. Become ishtara. Bashirun al-kalama. For how much did Bashir buy the pen? Kalama. So kalama here become ishtara, Bashiru. This is the file for ishtara. And this is the mafulun bihi for ishtara. Mansub, marfu, file, mansub, mafulun bihi. Ishtara, he bought it. Everything is here. Ishtara, he bought the pen. Bi riyalaini. So became. So riyalaini became majrur. Bil ya. Now here, Dr. Abdurrahim says, learn the i'rab, which is the declaration of dual. First is singular, and the next is dual. These are all dual. Pay attention, my brothers and sisters. Ja'a al-mudarrisu. Ja'a al-mudarrisu. The teacher came. This is your fi'l, ma'adi, ja'a. Let me write down here. See here, it is written, but here it is not written. Ja'a al-mudarrisu. Mudarrisu is the file. Is it marfu? File has to be marfu. Yes, it is marfu. Bidamma. Bidamma. Fine. Raitu, I saw. I saw. What did you see? Now we need mafulun bihi, and it should be mansub. Raitu al-mudarrisa. I saw the teacher. The teacher came. I saw the teacher. Zahabtu. I went. Where did you go? Ilal mudarrisi. Ila harfjar. It will make mudarrisu majrur mudarrisi. So this is marfu bid-damma, mansub bil-fata, majrur bil-kasra. Now comes dual. Ja'a mudarrisani. 2 new teachers came. So this is mudarrisani. Dual. Sign out dual is ani. Is it marfu? We want to know marfu because it is the file. Yes, it is marfu bil alif. لأنه مثنى. رأيت. I saw. I saw. رأيت. What did you see? Al-mudarrisaini. I saw 2 teachers. So this is mafulun bihi. It is mansub. It is musanna. What is the sign of its being mansub? It is the ya. Mafulun bihi mansubun bil ya li'annahu musanna. I'm telling you all this time again and again, trying to hammer in your mind, inshallah. Gently, I'm doing it gently. Okay. And then zahabtu, I went. Where did you go? Ila, to mudarrisaini. To 2 teachers. To 2 teachers. 2 teachers. Ila harfjar. This is ism majrur. Is it majrur? What is the sign of its majrur? Ya. Why? It is majrur bil ya. Li'annahu musanna. Because it is dual. Now here, this is something you should enjoy doing it. You should enjoy doing it. Why? Because this is the marfu form. Everything is marfu from what we studied in lesson number 18. Kam akhan laka, how many brothers you have? You will say, Li, I have akhawani kabirani, or you can say akhawani sagirani. I have two elder brothers, or you can say I have two younger brothers. So Li akhwani, akhwani is mubtada. This is jar majrur shibu jumla khabar. Akhwani is mubtada and it's marfu bil alif li'annahu musanna. Now this is a naat kabirani. Same thing is marfu bil alif li'annahu musanna. Kam kitaban hindaka. See, everything is marfu now. Everything is marfu. Come, this is the beauty. May Allah bless Dr. Abdurrahim always, always for doing such an excellent job that we can learn it and understand it very beautifully, inshallah. Kam kitaban indaka, indi kitabani. I have two books, So this is Shibu Jumla Khabar, and Kitaban Bani is Mubtada. What is this? The sign of its being marfu. Mubtada is marfu. What is the sign of its marfu? Alif. Why? Because this is musanna. The marfu bil alif li'annahu musanna. Kam taliban jadidan ja al yawma. Everything is dual here. How many new students came today? Ja al yawma, today. Two students today came. Talibani, two students. Jadidani. So ba, again, da, these are all the sign of its marfu. Li'annahu musanna. Kam darsan bakiya fil kitabi. How many lessons are left in the book to study? Bakiya fil kitabi darsani. So bakiya needs file. Fil kitabi cannot be filed. Has to be marfu. So this is it. Darsani. Darsani. Marfu bil alif. Li'annahu musanna. Darsani is the file for bakiya. Kam taliban kharaja min al-fasli. How many students came out of the class? Kharaja min al-fasli talibani. So kharaja is the fi'l, talibani is the file, and it is marfu bil alif because it is musanna. You can say also kharaja talibani min al-fasli. Kam rajulan, how many people? Mata fil hadisati. In the accident, how many people died? How many people died? Mata fil hadasi, in the accident. Rajulani. Mata rajulani. This is fi'al. This is the file. Rajulani. Rajulani. So is it marfu? Yes. What is the sign of its marfu? Alif. Why? لأنه musanna. So this is the same thing we studied. Book 1, lesson number 18. Now, Dr. Abdurrahim in the beginning wants us to revise it. And here we have everything coming together. Everything will come together. I will do it. There are so many exercises. We cannot finish it in one day. We'll do it. We'll do it. Now I go to the other topic. See, I had told you that I'll start teaching you the different forms of verb, I will only do for 10-15 minutes. There is a special DVD that we made, which I will send you. It's a long DVD. Don't try to understand everything in one shot. No, it will confuse you. Because see, we have so far studied only the Salim words, Salim word means it does not have waw or ya. When waw or ya comes in the verb, it makes it weak. It's called mu'attal, mu'tallun. It means weak. We'll learn that word also, inshallah. Pay attention. I will only teach you form 2 in a very simple way and not any naqis verb. Very simple way. Brother, the beauty of Arabic is that every verb has root, and that root has got 3 alphabetical letters. One is fa, a, la. This comes from the fi'al. See how beautiful it is, the word fi'al, and the scholars then define it that fa, a, la is the root of the verb. So we can say fa kalima, ain kalima, and lam kalima. Fixed. This should be fixed in our mind. You will then love this, everything that I'm showing you today. I'll also show you a verse of the Quran. Now, this is the house. The city authorities said you have 3 residents in the house, fa kalima, ain kalima, lam kalima. So here is a permit for you to build the house with 3 rooms. 1 room for fa kalima, ain kalima, lam kalima, or you can say first radical, second radical, third radical. And then we said we want to add other member in the family, so we want 1 more room. City says no. You are only 3 residents. You can have this 3 rooms. But then when we pleaded to the city authorities, they said, okay, make a small room, only a small room. So we made another small room. What is that small room? And we put ain here. This is our small room, and which we put ain there. Now, brothers and sisters, the beauty of Arabic language, extremely beautiful. I happen to know 3-4 languages other than Arabic. Arabic, I'm still learning. There is no end to our learning because it is very vast. And once we want to apply our knowledge in understanding Quran, then we have to learn more and more every time there's something comes in the Quran. So when Arabic language wanted to have more meanings, more shades of meaning, it goes to the root and then makes the necessary changes to have a different shade of meaning. That is it. Every other shade will also have fa kalima, ain kalima, lam kalima. They will always have fa kalima, ain kalima, lam kalima. That's the beauty of the Arabic language. So Fa'ala, brothers and sisters, you can call it, if you want to call it form 1, or you can call it base form, the foundation form, or when we change it, then the scholars have given them their designation. So here is the first thing. What is fa, a, la? And then we give sukoon here, additional family member. Fa, ala. What is it? Fa, ala. Fa, ala. Did you get the idea? So this is form 2. Form 2. Fa, ala. You'll have to see to the verb and figure out how many letters are there. How many letters are here, my brother and sister? 4 letters. Why? Because fa, and then shadda represents 2 letters. And whenever shadda is coming, please remember that shadda has 2 letters, and always, always, always the first letter has a sukoon, and the second letter we will have a vowel sign of fatha, dhamma, kasra. This is the rule you must always remember. You cannot say shadda with the first letter vowel sign. No. No, no, no. The first letter will always be sukoon. So here we have fa, a, fa. Okay, fa. And then this is our second radical. We have a fatah here. And then we have a third radical. We have a fatah here. So how do you pronounce fa'ala? Fa'ala. Fa'ala. Did you get the idea? So fa'ala. Fa'ala. If you break it down, it will be like this. Now, this is form 2. You have to figure out. There will be more 4 letters verbs, but the peculiarity of form 2 is that it will have a shadda. It will have a shadda. Now, these are all silent words. They are. I'm not going to explain you Naqis verb because we'll be doing it at the end of book 2. Dr. Abdurrahim explains the Naqis verb, and that has got its own method of conjugation. Very difficult in the beginning, you may find. But remember, brothers and sisters, Arabic is a fascinating language. So if you find something you don't understand in the first attempt, don't worry. Do it again. You will get it. And once you will get it, you will be smiling. Oh, what a beauty we have in Arabic language. So fa'ala, which means it has got two ain kalimas. One is fatah, the first one is sukoon. The first one is sukoon, and the second one is fatah, fa'ala. That is what the shadda represents. Now there are 4 letters, so the alamatu mudariya will change into you. I did not write this. I wanted to write it in front of you. You fa ilu. You fa ilu. See, 3-letter verb. Zahaba yazhabu. Raja'a yarji'u. Kharaja yakhruju. Yeah. But here, the 4-letter verbs only 4 letters. When the 5 comes, it will change into fatha. 4-letter verb is this, my brothers and sisters, has got a dhamma. This we have to remember. Huh? This is the sign of that it is a form 2. Form 2. Okay. So now we have form 2 here, and then we have another word for form 2. Huh? It is called Bab Taf'ilu. Bab Taf'ilu. Huh? Bab Taf'ilu. When I first came across this, that was when I had gone to Lahore to study in the academy of Dr. Israr Ahmed. 1 year I spent there, and they have Arabic grammar books in Urdu language. They are very beautiful, but Alhamdulillah, we have to understand it. So I was introduced to this thing, Bab Tafhilun. They didn't say form 2. Bab Tafhilun. I said, why I should say Bab Tafhilun? I already know it is form 2. But then later on, I realized the in-depth philosophy of this Bab Taf'ilun. So to explain you that, I will come here. See, mastar, verbal noun. Verbal noun are of 2 kinds. How many kinds? 2 kinds. Inshallah, you will remember. The first one is called Sama'iyun. Sama'iyun. Sama'iyun means as heard or accepted by hearing. Accepted by hearing. See, before the advent of Islam, in the period of Jahiliyyah, the Arabic language had reached its zenith. Those poor Bedouins dwellers of desert all across Arabia, they spoke beautiful Arabic. They developed that, and they were very proud of their language. But the thing was, it was not written. Very few people could write at that time. So they were settled all across Arabia in the desert, wherever they could find water and green pasture for their animals, they would settle down. And if the water well dries up, they will have to move and find another place to find water and pasture for their animals. Everywhere they were scattered in the vast desert, few tribes. And then there was no government. There was no central government. No, there was absolutely no government, And nobody attacked Arabia at that time to conquer it and settle down there, because the conditions were very harsh, absolutely harsh conditions. People used to live hand to mouth, and they had very little things for any kind of a luxury or anything. No, they were hand to mouth. Except in Makkah, which became a center of trade, and Yathrib, Madina, which has got a lot of greenery around it, Madina. So otherwise, they were all scattered across the desert, and they developed their verbal noun according to what they heard from here, there. So their verbal nouns were all Samayun. as they heard. And when I was studying, I was told by Dr. Abdurrahim that there are 40 patterns of Sama'iyun, verbal noun. We have only known so far one. Sajada yasjudu. What is the verbal noun? Sujud. Kharaja yakhruju. Khuruj. Nazala yanzilu. Nuzul. See, this is one pattern. And then we have other pattern. Ja'a Nasrullahi. Nasru. See, this is the master of Nasara Yansuru, Nasrun. And Fathun, Fataha Yaftahu, Fathun. So they have different patterns. And I said to myself, Ya Allah, how am I going to memorize 40 patterns of this 3-letter verbs? I really said, this is too much. But then Dr. Abdurrahim very nicely said, you should not memorize it, sit down and memorize these 40 patterns. When they come in front of you in the Quran or in your books, you should think about it and then try to remember it. That's it. That's it. As we are remembering now, Khuruj, Sujud, Nuzul, Ruku, all these are the pattern from Fu'ulun. Fu'ulun. That's the pattern. We will do more of it, you know. So that is it, Samayun. But what is Qiyasiyun? What is Qiyasiyun? It is measured. No guesswork. It is measured. And they are regular, normal. This is another meaning of Qiyasiyun. But I say measured. They are measured. They have a pattern of it. So now, my brothers and sisters, when you come to Al-Fi'lu Thulathi Mazid Fihi, which is the derived form of 3-letter verb. What are they? I will write down here. Maybe I wrote it down or no. Maybe I should write down. I've said many times, Al-Fi'lu Thulathi Al-Fi'lu Thulathi. It is Thulasiyun. 3-letter word. Pure 3-letter word. Pure 3-letter word. Fi'lu Thulathi. And then we say Mazid Fihi. Now it is no more pure. It has something has been added to it, and that is Mazidun Fihi. Something is added to it. Al-Fi'lu Thulathi Mazidun Fihi. Derived form of 3-letter verb. Derived form. So when you add something to it, you get another shade of meaning. But the root remains there. And then the shade can change the meaning. See, I'll give you examples. So that comes to the Qiyasiyun. So every Mazid Fi, Dr. Abdurrahim teaches us about 10 forms. There are more than 10 forms, but these are the regular 10 forms. Even out of that, we don't do form 9 because the use is very little. I'll explain you as we come across. So this is fixed, no 40 patterns, like the Samayun, Qiyasiyun, fixed pattern. So what is the pattern of Fa'ala? It goes to the root of it. Fa'ala, then it has Bab Tafa'ilun. That is the pattern of mastar. There is one more, but start with one only. Bab tafa'ilun is the mastar. It's the mastar. Okay. So, for example, I give you fa'ala. What is the mastar? Fixed mastar. I will write down for you. This is extra letter. And then taf, this is your fa kalima. Taf, lun. So this is the pattern of the mastar. So beautiful, so beautiful. You will love it, inshallah. I'll show you little by little, not too much. I cannot spend too much time. Tafa'ilun. This is the pattern of the mastar. So here is, my brother and sister, first verb that we are going to do is, this tafa'ilun comes from fa'ala. And then I say to you here, alima, alima, alima to know. And then bring this alima into form 2. Allama. See, allama. Alima to know. What is the meaning of allama? To teach. Allama is to teach. Allama, yu'allimu, to teach. And then, my brothers and sisters, we have, now let us find the verbal noun, mastar. Find this. See this, again I mentioned to you what is extra here. Ta is extra and ya is extra. Otherwise, these are the letters from the fa'ala. Tafa'ilun, always tafa'ilun. Taf'ilun. Yu'allimu, so what will be the mastar? Ta'alimun, ta'alimun, ta'alim, ta'alim, ta'alimun. Allama, to teach, yu'allimu, he teaches, and then what ta'alim means? Teaching. Teaching. So this is what it comes the way it is. Every form will have their own. We say form 2, form 3, form 4, form 5. Also, we will say with the bab, taf'ilun, and then tafi'alun, all this that will come there, different thing. Don't worry about it. I did not learn in one day, but the more you practice, more you write, gradually you will understand everything. And it will give you so much happiness in your life, my brothers and sisters. I cannot describe it, I cannot describe it, You have to feel it yourself. Fine. Did you get the idea? Now I have something for you as a bonus. One more thing before I go there. See, if the verb in pure 3-letter form, pure, nothing added, halima, and this has got one mafulun bihi. Sometimes you may not have mafulun bihi at all. So when you bring that word into form 2 or bab tafa'ilun, if there's a one mafulun bihi, it will have 2 mafulun bihi. If there's a no mafulun bihi, it will have mafulun bihi. That is the thing we have to understand, inshallah. It will come in our dars, you know. This has one mafulun bihi. Now it will have two mafulun bihis. And suppose there was a verb with no mafulun, like jalasa yajlisu has no mafulun bihi. Now you bring that in this form, jalasa, the meaning changes and it will have mafulun bihi. So, and ta'lim is the thing, the verbal noun. Verbal noun is the ta'lim. Verbal noun. Now, this is a bonus for you, my brothers and sisters. Suratul Rahman. Oh. You should love it. Most of you know it. Ar-Rahman, the first ayah. Ar-Rahmanu, but we say Al-Rahman. What kind of a value we can put here? What kind of a value you can put here? We have a dhamma there. It is marfu. When a noun begins with a marfu, then it is mubtada. So this is your mubtada. What is it? Mubtada. Mubtada, subject. Now we need khabar. Where is the khabar? The khabar is another ayah. Allama al-Quran ar-Rahman. He taught the Quran. Allama, my brothers and sisters, allama is a form 2, bab tafa'il. This is mafulun bihi al-Quran. But then you might say, Brother Asif, you said it has got two mafulun bihi. Where is the another verb? Because he taught the Quran to someone. He taught to someone the Quran. Now that thing is the beauty of Arabic language. Sometimes it is to be understood. It is mahzuf, we say omitted. So I will write down that omitted thing here when I come here. The third verse is Khalaqal insana. He created the human being, all human beings. Khalaqal insana. Khalaqal insana. Khalaqal insana. So here the thing which is mahzuf, I will write down, my brother and sister, allama, and then al-insana. Al-Quran. Now you know, the people who memorize it, they don't understand this, brother. But as a student of Arabic and student of Quran, you come across this explanation. Allama al-Quran needs two mafulun bihi. So means he taught the Quran, but he taught it to someone. The Quran, he taught to someone. Who's that someone? It is the insan. It is the insan. So insan is mahzuf, understood. Understood. Allamal Qur'ana means Allamal insana al-Qur'ana. We don't say this thing, it is to be understood. Khalaqal insana, he created the human beings. Khalaqa fa'il is he, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now look at the fourth one. Proper to mafulun. Allamahu. Where this who goes to? Who goes to insan? Allamahu. Allamahu al-bayana. This is your second mafulun bihi. This is your first mafulun bihi. First mafulun bihi. And this is your second mafulun bihi. So allamahu, he, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, fa'il, he taught the insan, that goes to who? Here. Al-bayana. What is bayana? He taught to the insan something which is called bayana. Now the scholars help us in al-bayana. He has taught him the speech and intelligence. That is the meaning of al-bayana. He taught him the speech and intelligence. Then scholars write even more detail. Intelligent speech, power of expression, capacity to understand clearly the relations of things and to explain them. This is the power of bayan. And who taught this to the human being? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allamahu al-bayana, capacity to understand clearly the relation of things and to explain them. God has given this to man. And besides this, revelation in man's own heart has added him with revelation in nature. Everywhere we see the signs of Allah. And how do we know? Because Allah has taught all these things. And revelation through prophets. Did you get the idea? Alhamdulillah. This is it. We will do more. Just try to memorize this. Ar-Rahmanu. Think of, and stop for a few seconds. Ar-Rahmanu. Allama al-Qur'an. Here the mafulun bi, one mafulun bi is mazuf. Allama al-insana al-Qur'an. But we don't have to say it. We have to understand. Then Allah created the human being. Khalaq al-insana. He created the human being. And so what did else Allah do to that human being? Allamahu. He taught him al-bayana. He taught him the expression of speech, beautiful speech, intelligence. This is all the meaning of al-bayana, intelligent speech, power of expression, capacity to understand clearly the relation of things and to explain them. God has given this to a man. Besides this revelation in nature, one is revelation in man's heart, and has aided him with revelation in nature. We see if Allah blesses us with that knowledge, we see Allah's everywhere in the nature, His creation. Everything relates to Allah. Everything that you see in the nature, the sunrise, the sunset, the moon, the sun, the mountains, the flowers, even a simple smile on an innocent child, boy or a girl, that relates to Allah, that Allah created that child and gave that child a beautiful smile. So these are the things we will learn. You can memorize this for ayah, inshallah. Now, where should we go now? Yeah, we have still. Yeah, we did this. We have to do more exercises. Now, we go to the, I don't want to forget Mastar Muawwal, my brothers and sisters. I want you to think about it, read it, everything. And what is Mastar Muawwal? Brief revision. It contains an and fi'al mudariya, and fi'al mudariya has to be mansub because an will make it mansub. And it is called together Mastar Muawwal. The Mastar which is explained, Mastar Muawwal. Interpreted, original, Mastar. Al-Mastar Muawwal. This is Mastar, and this is interpreted Mastar. How do you make it? This is the way you make it mastar muawwal. If you see an, then we know it is mastar muawwal. See, I say uridu, I want. What do you want? I want the book. Fine. Mafulun bihi, straight away. Arada yuridu. Uridu al-khuruja. Al-khuruja, this is a mastar. This is not a thing. It is mafulun bihi mansub. You can say uridu al-khuruja or uridu al-dhahaba, I want going out, or uridu al-julusa, I want sitting. You can say that. But here you change that uridu al-khuruja into uridu, that's better. Uridu an akhruja. That you can change that into an akhruja, then this becomes mastar muawwal fi mahalli nasbin mafulun bihi. This was straight mafulun bihi. La yumkinuni, I won't do yumkinuni. We have done many times, but I'll do it some other. Nakhruju, we came out, qabla khurujil tullabi. We came out before the coming out of the students. See, qabla is a zarf, so it is here khuruji is mudaf ilayhi, and this is mudaf and this is mudaf ilayhi. Mudaf ilayhi majroor. Qabla khuruji mudaf ilayhi majroor. Now we can say nakhruju qabla an yakhruju, yakhruja tullabu. We came out before the students came out. Before the students came out. Same meaning, but in a different way. So now we will say nakhruju qabla an yakhruja. Here is mastar muawwal an yakhruja fi mahali jar because of the qabla mudaf ilayhi. This is it. And there are more, but I won't go in detail. We'll come other at the time. Just to give a brief understanding, inshallah. See here, aina turidu an tazhaba. So you can change that an tazhaba. You can change. Aina turidu azhaba. See, you can change this. Maza turidu an taqula. You can say maza turidu al akla. What do you want eating? Maza turidu an tashraba. Mada turidu shurba. Maza turidu an taktuba. Maza turidu al kitabata. So you can say uridu kitabata risalatin wa kitabata al tamarini wa kitabata al I want this, I want this. Maza turidu an taqra'a. An taqra'a. See, this is your mastar mu'ad. So what is mastar? Al-qira'at. Uridu an taqra'a al-kitaba. Uridu an taqra'a al-sahifa. Uridu an taqra'a al-Qur'ana. But you can say uridu qira'ata. Qira'ata kitabi. Qira'ata sahifatin, newspaper. Qira'ata al-Qur'ani. You can say this. And then ما من تريد أن تلعب ما من تريد أن تلعب لعبة. That is the master. So you can say ما من تريد اللعبة. Instead of this, you can say اللعبة. اللعبة. ماذا نسيت? What did you forget? نسيت أن أكتب. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. I hope the mic is on now. Yusufa, is the mic on now? Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah. Brother, I have to request you that sometimes things are not in my control. I'm so very careful to to do everything properly. And today I'm having this problem that we are having interruption of the sound. I have a request. If ever the sound goes away and I have to restart, you may have to join me again or come back, wait for me to get the sound again, inshallah. So I have this request, my brothers and sisters. So bear with me. I myself don't like it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, but inshallah, we'll manage it. Huh? We'll manage it. Okay, brothers and sisters, I go back now. Where was I? Al-Masdar Muawwal, I was doing there. Yes. So now, Uridu needs mafulun bihi, and that is your Masdar Muawwal. And then this Adrusa needs mafulun bihi, and that is this mafulun bihi. Adrusa al-lugata. This is your mafulun bihi for Adrusa. Okay. And Arbiyata is a naat for Lugata. Naat for Arbiyata is Lugata. Lugatal Arbiyata. One more time. Uridu needs mafulun bihi, and it is Masdar Muawwal. Bimali Nasbin. And then file is Ana. Here also is Ana. Here is also the file is Ana. And then this Adrusa needs mafulun bihi, and that is Lugata. And this is the Naat. So in other words, Uridu an Adrusa al-Lugatal Arbiyata. So keep that in mind, my brothers and sisters. And the way I explained you this page, do it. You will be able to do it, inshallah. Fine. Now, I go back. This is today, I'm very unhappy because of this interruption. I don't like to, I would like, sometimes it's very smooth sailing and sometimes we have a problem. Now, we come here to the last, we do the exercises. I think I've done everything that I could think of. If sound goes away, Brother Yusuf Jamal calls me, I get called many other calls, but I don't accept. I only wait for Brother Yusuf Jamal to call me, and then you will please remember to come back. Because these are technical issues beyond my control. Beyond my control. So here are another exercise. I have written everything. You will just follow it. Answer the following question using dual. Only dual. Inshallah. Kam lugatan tarifu. How many languages do you know? Answer has to be in dual. Kam lugatan tarifu. You will say arifu. I know. This is your fi'l mudariya. Fa'il mustatir. Taqdiruhu ana. Arifu. I know. Lugataini. Lugataini. 2 languages. I know 2 languages. So lugataini is mafulun bihi and it is mansub, but it is dual. So the alamatu nasb is ya. So lugataini, you can say mafulun bihi bil ya. Mafulun bihi bil ya. Liannahu musanna. Kam suratan hafiztu ya Maryam, O Maryam. How many surah did you memorize? Hafiztu. I memorized. Hafiztu surataini. This is again mafulun bihi mansub bil ya. Liannahu musanna. Kam risalatan Katabta ya Ahmad. I think it seems like everything is mafulun bi. Kam risalatan katabta ya Ahmad. Katabtu, I wrote risalataini. I wrote 2 letters. Risalataini. Huh? Risalataini mansub, mafulun bi mansub bil ya. Li'annahu musanna. Come, oh. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I have no, see, I said in the beginning, I don't know by the end of the dars, the Madina books, how many times Dr. Abdurrahim will tell us killing of the snake. Huh? Kam hayyatan katalta, ya ammi, katalta. Kam hayyatan katalta, ya ammi. Kataltu hayyataini. I killed 2 snakes, same hayyatain. Kam daftaran. How many notebook? Ishtaraita, ya akhi. Ishtaraitu daftaraini. So these are all mansub, same thing, mafulun bihi, it will apply to everything. Mafulun bihi, let me see. No, see now, we should not be, this thing is different. Everything else will apply, but not that one. Dr. Abdurrahim is very clever. He will confuse us. He will confuse us. How? I will explain you. All these things will have mafulun bihi. That is the beauty of Dr. Abdurrahim, that the exercise is to give more practice to the students. Same idea, mafulun bihi, dual form mafulun bihi. So here come daftaran ishtaraita ya akhi, ishtaraitu daftaraini, kam sualan sa'alaka al-mudarrisu. How many questions did Mudarris ask you? Sa'alani, he asked me. Kam su'alan sa'alaka. Sa'alaka. Huh? It is. Let me write it down. Sa'alaka. Al-Mudarrisu. Sa'alani. He asked me. The Mudarris asked me. Su'alaini. 2 su'al. Kam ta'iratan. These are the planes. Raita fil matar. How many planes did you see at the airport? Raitu fil matari ta'irataini. I saw 2 airplanes. Kam mindilan gasalat ya ukhtuki. How many handkerchief your sister washed? Gasalat ukhtuki. Ukhtu is the file for gasalat. Ki is mudaf ilay. Gasalat ukhti, my sister washed. Gasalat ukhti mindilain. Kam mushtan turidu. How many combs do you need? Uridu mushtaini. I need 2. So you are in the habit of saying all these things in the same way. All of a sudden, Dr. Abdurrahim gives us a little thing to be confused. Kam mihaddatan ala saririka. Saririka. Ala saririka. See here, brothers and sisters, let me again put it. From here to here is all dual mansub. And not here, because these are all they will all result in jumla failure. But here, this is not jumla failure. This is not jumla failure. This is jumla, it will be ismiya. Kam mikhaddatan. How many pillows on your bed? Saririka. Ala sariri, on my bed. مخدتان 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 مخدتان. So what is مخدتان? You will say ala harf jar sariri ism majrur وهو مضاف and ya مضاف إليه. مخدتان مبتدا. This is ala sariri jar majrur shibu jumla khabar. This is jar majrur shibu jumla khabar, and مخدتان is mubtada. How do I know it is mubtada? It has to be marfu. Yes, it is marfu. مخدتان. It is marfu, marfu, marfu. So that is it, my brothers and sisters. Now here there is a mixed plate. Everything will come. We'll see. I have time. If you can do as much as we can. I don't think I had any other thing in my mind for the time being. I don't want to give too much of the new verbs. That will do. Let us see now. Yeah. Answer the following question using dual. Now in everything will come. Become riyalan ishtaraiti hadal majallata ya Amina. See. Now here it will be ishtaraitu. For how many riyals you bought this magazine? Ya Amina, for how many riyals you bought this magazine? Ishtaraitu hazihil majallata bi riyalaini. I bought this magazine bi riyalaini. So B came harf jar. What is riyalaini? It is ism majroor. So this dual is majroor bil ya. Inshallah. Remember, B harf jar came. The next thing is ism majroor. Become dularan ishtaraytum hazil azrara ya ikhwan. Azrara. So here it changes into ishtarayna. Ishtarayna hazihil azrara. We bought this button. Bidularaini. See, bidularaini. Dularani, dularaini. Let me, yes, okay, I think that I wanted to say something else, but not now. Next time, inshallah. I will talk about little more about ishtara, yashtari. This is the verb I wanted to show you. Ishtara, Mudariya is yashtari. See. So how, can you see here how many letters are there, brother? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 letters. This is mazid fihi. This is the derived form of the verb. And this is Bob form 8. I don't want to go in detail. No, because they are all nakis here. See? It ends in a ya. So it means ishtara. So originally it is ishtaraya. Originally it is ishtaraya, and then yashtari, yashtari you. It is yashtari you, but we don't put dhamma there. Yashtari you, no, we don't put. This is form 8, but I will show you next time, inshallah. So then we have riyalan, dularan, rubiyatan. This is rupees. Rubiyatan is the rupees. Become rubiyatan, ishtaraytunna. You bought hazal mushta, ya akhwati, oh my sister. Antunna. Ishtaray. I'll explain you this next time, inshallah. Ishtara, yashtari. I'll give some explanation for you. maybe I'll write down so that I will save time. Ishtarayna, see, ishtarayna. The answers are always ishtaraytu, 5 in your pocket. Ishtaraytu, ishtarayna, ishtaraytu, like that. Huh? So, ishtarayna hazal mushta bi rubiyataini, rubiyataini, 2 rupees. Huh? Okay. Become Junayhan ishtarayta hazal mir'ata, mir'ata, mir'ata. For Ya Ummi, oh my mother, for how many pounds? Pounds, Junayhi is the pounds, currency of UK or maybe other countries. Pounds you bought. Ishtarayti, maybe ishtarayti. Ishtarayti, I will write down more vowel signs next time, inshallah. Become Junayhan. اشتريتي هذا المرآة يا أمي اشتريت هذه المرآة بجنيهين بجنيهين بجنيهين. بكم لغة كتبت العنوان على الظرف يا علي. Again, the answers are all in dual. Become لغة كتبت العنوان. عنوان means address. على الظرف, that is the envelope. يا علي كتبت عنوان, I wrote the address. على الظرف, on the envelope. بلغتين, two languages. كتبت العنوان على ظرف, on the envelope بلغتين. Fine. من كم بابا خرج الطلاب من الكلية. From how many doors the students came out from the faculty? What will be the answer? خرج الطلاب من, we have to use only dual. من بابين, من بابين, من بابين. بابين became majrur because of min. بابين اسم مجرور بالياء لأنه مثنى. Next, my brother and sister, إلى كم صيدلية, إلى كم صيدلية ذهبت يا حامد. To how many pharmacies did you go, oh Hamid? ذهبت, I went. إلى صيدليتين, 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 صيدليتين. ذهبت إلى صيدليتين. في كم صحيفة قرأت هذا الخبر. In how many newspaper you read, you heard, you read, to read. كم صحيفة قرأت هذا الخبر. How many newspapers did you read this news? قرأته, I read it, the news. Who became the news? في صحيفتين. I read the news read it, you can say, in 2 newspapers. صحيفتين. في حرف جر. صحيفتين اسم مجرور وعلامة جره الياء لأنه مثنى. بكم جامعة درست. بكم جامعة درست. Become جامعة درست. How many university did you study? درست, I studied. Has to be 2 university. بجامعتين. See how beautiful the exercises are. Will really make you very strong, very strong. Darastu bi jamiataini. Jamiataini. I studied in 2 universities. Kam jamiatan fi baladikum. No, this is again Jumla Ismiya. This is again Jumla Ismiya. Let me put a little sign. This is Jumla Ismiya. Fi baladina jamiatani. Fi baladina fi harf jar baladi ism majrur wa huwa mudaf na mudaf ilayh jamiatani. In my country, or you can city, there are 2 universities. That's it, my brothers and sisters. Now, next one is really halwa puri, a very, very halwa puri. I will do it. You don't have to, just, I will do it quickly to complete my time. Now we have a question here. Dr. Abdurrahim wants to explain it. Become rialan. This is normal. Huh? Rialan is tamiz. Become rialan. This is tamiz with fatah. Huh? Or you can say become rialin. Same meaning. Khilahuma sahi. Both of them are correct. Both of them are correct. But I take it as a joke. Become rialan. This is your tamiz. Proper tamiz. Mansub. Become rialin. This is also your tamiz. But it is a battamiz. Because it is majroor. It has to be mansub. So both are correct. We will come across both. They are both tamiz, but in a different way. Fine. Now here is something thanni. Thanni. Make dual. Make dual. We'll do quickly, inshallah. Make dual, and you write it in the blue. Fi baytina sallajatun. What will you say? Fi baytina sallajatun. That's all. Dakhala bayti al-bariyata lissun. A thief came in our home, entered in our home last night. Lissun will become lissani. Raitu fil maktabi barid barkiyatan laka. I saw in the post office two barkiyatan for you, telegram for you. So make it dual, barkiyataini. Here it will be salajatani, marfu, dakhala lisani. Here raitu barkiyataini. سأشتري مترا من هذا القماش. سأشتري مترين. It will become مترين. Next time I will write it down for you. ذبح أبي دجاجة. My father slaughtered a chicken. No, make it 2. We are all coming. ذهب أبي دجاجتين. See? Abi is the file for Zahaba. This is Mafulun Bihi. Ashrabu Kuban. I drink min al-labni kulla yawmin. I drink every day 1 cup. No, I don't drink 1 cup. Ashrabu Kubaini. 2 cups. Min al-labni kullu yawmin. If you can write it yourself, that will be nice. So now here in the riyalun. So what will you say in the riyalani? Uridu ريالين. اشتريت هذا الذرة بريالين. أعرف لغتين في بلدنا لغتان. You will just say في بلدنا لغتان. Don't worry about this. هذا الكلام بدولار هذا القلم بدولارين كتبت رسالة لأبي إلى أبي كتبت رسالة إلى أبي. So you will say كتبت رسالتين إلى أبي. يكفيني الآن جنيه. You will say يكفيني الآن جنيهان. This is the file for كفى يكفي. Enough for us is 2 pounds. That's it, my brother and sister. We'll do more next time. I will write down this exercise 6, inshallah. Once again, I apologize for the disruption. I cannot figure out. I cannot call anybody. These are all technical things. May Allah have mercy on us that we do not have interruption in our class of any kind. May Allah bless you, my brothers and sisters, for sitting there for 2 hours and listening to me. May Allah grant you avers for that. May Allah reward you for your sacrifices, your spouses, your children who also helped you to sit. May Allah grant you barakat in your rizq, in your education, in your profession, in your business. May Allah grant you excellent health to every one of your family members. And may Allah make you very strong in understanding the Arabic language so that we can explore the Quran. I hope you will remember what I said about Surah Ar-Rahman. Four verses, you will memorize it, inshallah. And may Allah have mercy on all Muslims throughout the world from the evil of this pandemic virus. May Allah protect us all of us, all over the world. And may Allah protect the humanity at large from the evil of this virus. Hopefully, inshallah, we'll come together and meet next Saturday. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خيرا. Keep safe. Be safe, keep safe, distancing, social distancing, physical distancing, and wear masks wherever you go out. May Allah keep us all healthy and safe and secure from this evil virus. We'll see you next week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.